What's up, people? What's going on, man? We here. It's beautiful outside, little cold, you know. No snow out here where I'm at, no rain, just a nice little brisk day. February 17th, 2025 on a Monday. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. It was amazing weekend. Valentine Day, a lot of loved ones spent weekends out spending a bunch of money, showing their love and their affection for one another, and that is a beautiful thing. Around the world didn't stop. News happened around the world. A few things I want to tell you guys about. I am Jermaine McCrimmon, and this is Humanity Unplugged podcast. And before we get deep into this episode, I would like to give a shout out and a thanks to everyone that is checking us out all over on all social media platforms. I like to give a great shout out to those to please follow us on Facebook, Humanity Unplugged Podcast. It is now, it has a page, and we need you guys to follow us over there. Check us out. A lot of things being put up over there, and we want to bring a lot of attention over there to bring up that following over there so we can have us a group and have a lot of group discussions. Guys, want to let you know that we're being distributed to over 14 different platforms of podcasts out there. So you can listen to us almost on any channel you think of, along with the basic ones. We like to thank everyone for just sticking with us, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow and share over there. We do a lot of live streaming over there. And also we try to do live streaming on Instagram as well. As our followers go up and we keep putting out work, hopefully we can reach everyone and share information, because that's the key. Today's episode, I want to talk about is a few things. It's a lot of things I see going on in the world, and I just wanted to touch bases with that, starting off with Valentine Day, Love Day, and then you have the All-Star Weekend, which was also this past weekend. Mix that in with some news that went on, and it's a lot of things to talk about. This is going to be one of my first videos that I'm not going to put any type of video up. It's just going to be me talking to you, giving you the information and the knowledge that you might require, and just so you could be better informed. Again, about 3 different topics we're going to talk about today. And I want you guys to understand these are not anyone else's beliefs or interpretation of what went on. It's just mine. And I want you guys to understand that how I see things is just my perspective. That don't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's just my perspective. I like to thank everyone out in Russia, out in also Bulgaria, who's listening to us, India, Germany, all you guys. I'd like to thank you guys for reaching out and staying informed with us. We're going to try to keep giving you the information. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is an incident that happened 5 days ago out in Detroit. A young lady, homeless for 3 months, the kids have a father that is alive and is knowledgeable or aware that he has children. Let me say that. The lady was in a van with her mother and her aunt, 4 kids, about 6 or 7 of them in this van. And they've been homeless for 3 months. Now, what I don't understand is all this family support, but everybody's homeless. There's nobody in her family not homeless that she can reach out to. There's nobody in her family that can donate something to help get her out of that situation. But for a single mother to be in this situation with 4 kids is pretty rough. So as the story goes, 5 days ago, she lost 2 of her kids because of hypothermia. The kids were inside of the van. She ran out of gas. She was inside of a casino parking lot garage, and she stayed there. And she woke them up that Monday morning to go to school, and her 9-year-old and her 2-year-old were unresponsive. And this is sad, man. Anybody that has children, anyone that knows, kids are so innocent. They don't really know what's going on, and they really roll with whatever because they don't know. So if you actually slept in a car a couple of days, whatever the case may be, it takes an older child, maybe 9, 8, to know something ain't right. But a 2-year-old wouldn't know too much. For all they know, they just sit in the car a lot, you know? But they passed and they died. And government, along with Detroit agencies that's to be, are stepping in to look deeper into this case because the lady name is Tatiana Williams, and the father is Darnell Curry Sr. The mother reached out to the father. Now, a lot of people are going to tell me or try to explain to me, oh, the father didn't know, or you don't got your facts straight, and this, that, and the third. But it's one angle I look at, I told you guys before, that a lot of people don't look at. That man knows he has 3 children by this lady. Do someone need to tell him he need to pick up his kids? Do someone need to tell him he need to pick up or drop off or bring food or clothes or see his kids twice a week, 3 times a week? Why is it pictured or it's put out there as such that this woman is being at fault? They're not accusing her. They didn't, arrest her, but they're questioning her like she's the big problem here. And reality to it, the father, if you listen to this story or heard of the story, or if you just get a minute to check it out, the father never stated he was homeless. The father never said he was homeless. Actually, the day of the event, the father said that he got a call after he went to the gym. So this man going to the gym, he acting like nothing's going on, and he went and did that. So my question to my listeners and to America is, if the father got time to go to the gym and got time to do his normal daily functions, he don't know his kids is homeless? He don't know his kids live in the van? If you picking up your 9-year-old twice a week, 3 days a week, pick him up from school, you don't know your kid is homeless? You expect me to believe that? On the contrary, people, that's straight BS. If that man is involved in them children's lives at all, he knows if they're homeless. The mother ain't got to say it. If you look at your child and ask your child questions, where you staying at? What you ate tonight? Where did you sleep last night? Just common questions. We ask kids all type of questions. Did you do your homework? How was class today? Let me see your homework. What's your teacher name? How did you do on that test last week? If you're involved in that child's life, you're going to know some things about that child that's just a given. Ain't nobody got to tell you nothing. So I'm appalled to hear this man talk about he didn't know. I'm appalled to hear that he had no clue. This is baffled. This is blasphemy. I didn't know nothing about my children being homeless. Are you kidding me? So all you telling me really is you're not involved in their life. So that's why you didn't know. And that's okay. I can see that, but say that. Don't put it out there as if you was always around and you just didn't know, because that don't add up. That don't make sense. I was born that night, not last night. Okay? It don't make sense. So to see that and understand what's going on with that, it's a little sad. And come to think about it, when you look at this story deeper, um, government officials said where they died at the casino garage, right down the block was beds available for her. And that's the sad thing. Now, all of a sudden, they found the shelter for her. Now, all of a sudden, the kids are staying with relatives. Do y'all hear that? I'm going to say that again. Now, all of a sudden, they got a shelter for her to stay at. And the kids, the other two kids that are now not with the mother, are now staying with the relatives. So it took something dramatic like this to happen for family to step up and say, let's step in there and help her out. Because now she lost somebody, so it got to be serious. Are you serious? We got to wait for two children to pass for family members to step up? But that is common nowadays. Most families will let you talk, let you be down, and they won't say nothing to you to get you out of the problem. But they'll talk about you, about your problem. It happens all the time. So it's not strange for me to see that. It's sad, but it's not strange. It's not unfamiliar to see that because a lot of families are like that. They rather talk about your problem than to help you out with your problem. So when I seen that couple days ago, I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention that that's crazy. How is that possible? How is that humanly possible for a woman to be in a van, homeless, with 4 kids, grandmother with her, and an aunt, I believe. It's like 7 of them. And no family in Detroit can help them? They're not getting no assistance? Are they getting food stamps? Or they get public assistance money? Where's the father donation? Any of the aunts shipping in? What's going on? It's not summertime, it's cold outside. Where's your heart at? Where's your empathy? Don't worry, guys. As I get it, you get it on this topic, and we're going to talk about it. The next thing I want to talk about with you guys is the scare I saw in NYC in Harlem. Urgent care, black male, allegedly traveled to Africa. And I don't know if you guys know, I talked about this in my last episode, the new bird flu variant. And I talked about how different viruses are starting to be on an uproar. And I mentioned Ebola. Well, guess what, guys? It's now allegedly hit Harlem. And I don't know if you know, but the last time we had an Ebola sighting or virus sighting of Ebola, it was 2015. And certain things they had in place, Mayor de Blasio, I believe, was our mayor at the time. And ironically, he put out, well, along with the state and a lot of officials, put out that any doctors or nurses, medical staff traveling in and out of the country must do a quarantine for 7 days before they be released into the public. And they should do that for everybody flying anywhere now. If you fly out the country 7 days, excuse my French, give them 10 days. We can't take any chances. American people are at risk for no reason. See, a lot of things I don't understand with this is that I'm American, right? And I don't say that with much, strength for saying I'm American. They don't treat us no better than they treat anybody else. But this is where I know, right? This is where I've been all my life. My family's here. My grandparents were here. Their grandparents was here. This is all I know. So people that's not from here are allowed to come back and forth throughout the country, whatever, as long as they got a passport, they get their shots in and out. But you put a lot of American people at risk because you got family over there. Because when you come back, you bring everything that you had over there back with you over here. And it's not fair to us that we have to be subjective to this stuff, the diseases, the viruses, and stuff that come along with that. We're not saying you can't go visit your people by no means, but we are saying you need to take better precautions, making sure we're safe. Yes, I do agree with them having you quarantined. Yes, they all should be quarantined. Everyone that come across that line of the country should be quarantined. Yes, I think we should start doing it. And if you don't like what I'm about to say, I understand, but you shouldn't even be allowed to go over there but twice a year. I'm sorry. It's too much going on that we got to be aware of and be open to without something happening to us. Look what happened in New York The lady got set afire. American man didn't do that. Somebody from another country did that to that American lady. Set her fire in the train. Had her crispy donuts. It makes no sense how they did that to that lady. And for what reason? There was no reason. A lot of these things that happen in our society, it's no reason for it. People are just that evil. So now, this Ebola could be out in New York. You know they're going to keep it on the hush and hush because the symptoms are regular. You don't know if you got the flu, RMHV, whatever virus we got out now, COVID. You don't know what you got because they all give out the same thing. So that's why no one's really talking about if you really got Ebola or not, because the symptoms are the same. But the only thing about Ebola, it attacks everything except your bones. It'll tear up everything else. Allegedly. My studies show. I could be, mistaken. But that's what's going on. So I'm just saying to all my people, we got to be very, very careful, especially in these crowded situations like New York, California, Los Angeles, Utah, Texas, Dallas, Houston. It goes on and on. Large population of people carry more germs than a little. So going to these little clubs and parties and stadiums for football events. We just had a major event, basketball all-star game. That was in California, San Fran. Didn't look too full at times, but it was a decent amount of people out there. And those people out there are suffering from the fires, and they deserve to have a little, fun and enjoyment. And it was cool the way they did everything. But you got to be careful going these places, even to supermarkets. I don't know if y'all know, but now they put a stipend on the eggs. Well, not a stipend, but they put a limit on the eggs where you can't have more than a dozen if you go to Costco's. So what's next? What's next? So we got to be real careful nowadays. So my suggestion, I want to give a shout out to my family members that's overseas doing their thing. Very happy about that. Traveling and all that. But guys, just be safe, be careful. There's a lot of things going on. For those of you that's traveling, please be safe, be careful. Everything that's out there, you got to be very cautious of it. Don't set your cup down. Keep an eye on your stuff. I'm just saying, things happen. Everybody's not your friend. I'm noticing a lot in crime, getting off subject a little bit. A lot of young ladies have these beautiful bodies. They look pretty, and they attract a lot of men. And that's fine. You should attract men, women, whatever's your flavor. You're now, you're later. It's up to you, But a lot of them scheme them. And a lot of them are scheming. And what that means is they'll meet a man that might have a couple of dollars, or a female might have a couple of dollars, and they get them to think they're going to get a little something, something. So they go back to the hotel. And before you know it, you don't slip the Mickey in your drink. A lot of y'all might not know what a Mickey is. I'm talking to you, you talking to me, we having a conversation. A Mickey is something that don't belong in your drink that alternates your feeling or emotion in that situation. It can make you fall asleep. It can make you uncognizant of what's going on. You can probably faint. It might have you doing the runs. It all depends what they use and what they do to you. So a lot of people being hustled like this, they put something in your drink, you drink it, bam. When you wake up, you're in Missouri and you don't know what's going on. Last time you looked, it was Monday. It is now Thursday, and you butt naked. You have no money, and all your credit cards, jewelry, and everything is gone. And you got a steaming headache. That's what people doing. So that is going out here. So please be careful. The scam, y'all know, with people sending you packages, please be careful. Just all around, guys, stay aware. That's what I'm saying in general. Stay aware. Now, and the last topic I want to talk about is really not, I'm not mad at them. I understand the angle they're coming at. I don't think that's the best angle, but you know, they're responding to what they believe is an opportunity to get in. So in Missouri, the Senate committee over there, Education Committee, the Senate over there, they wanted to pass a bill to have chaplains be in the schools. So I think that's great to have somebody with religion inside of the schools. Well, you know, to every salt, there's a pepper. To every good, there's an evil. You also know to what goes around comes around. If you do one, you do two. If you let one in, let two in. It just, that's the way it is, right? So since they made this statement, Dr. Woodhouse, she's a Satan worshiper from a Satanic Temple. Say it again. Dr. Woodhouse, female, Satan worshiper, and she belongs to a satanic church, spoke on behalf of them having a representative from their church to belong inside of the schools, such as with a chaplain, they should have a satanic preacher. They're available for the STC, the TST Temple, which is the Satan Temple. They need to have a representative there on behalf because their members need to have some type of representation present. So when you hear this, I'm going to say it again. She's a known Satan worshiper, and she wants to have one of her preachers represent the Satanic Church in Missouri's educational system if they allow chaplains to be permitted in the church, in the schools. So, when I heard that, I'm not against no one's religion. But I never knew when Satan's religion was good. I didn't know there was a good part of Satan. I mean, someone can put in the comments, please help me out. Please let me know if I'm wrong or I'm misunderstanding who Satan is. But I never knew Satan gave out gift cards or talked to you about your trials and tribulations and said that, just seek God. He's going to give you the health and strength you need to get through it, or give you positive information to help get you out of a situation. I thought Satan represented to get you into stuff that you can't get out of. But maybe I stand morally incorrect. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. But what I'm hearing about this is crazy. Now, this happened on 2/4/25, which looked like a Tuesday a couple weeks ago. And I'm just getting the wind of it. When people brought it to my attention, told me it might be something I should address. So when I looked into it, I was very shocked to see that this is what's going on. This in Missouri? Y'all want to bring in satanic preachers if we want to go and have a chaplain put in? Now, I will say, if you watch the video, which I'll probably put up later, he did mention that he's also against. Now, she wasn't by herself. She had a pastor with her. Oh, yeah. They were together. The video's good. It's not long, 4-minute video. He spoke also highly and said the reading percentage out there is less than 18%, and they think they should bring in people that can help the kids get a better education instead of worrying about what religion they into. And I agree with that. Sometimes you need to go forward with helping the kids with what they need at this particular point, not trying to find out if they need God in their life. Now, I understand God is still God, and he's going to help you with all things and all things to do. But we do tell our children to move first and God to move with you. We do tell our children you can handle it through Christ. We do tell our children that everything is possible to bring it to him. But you got to know about him in order to bring it to him. So I understand totally. But if we have the funds to also bring in direct help, why not? So this is all I'm saying. I mean, I get it that we need to get some help there. I get it. We're slacking in our Mac and in Missouri. It's a lot of land there. And if you know, a lot of times we have active shooters, they come from places out there, uh, you know, Missouri, Texas, a lot of land, Wyoming. I mean, we had some now in Atlanta, crime rate over there is crazy. We're going to get to that. Not today, but we're going to get to that. South Carolina, bubbling, North Carolina, Beirut, what they call Durham, I don't forgot, but it's getting live out here. And now your president messing with Canada, and he mess over there with them, they might cut our power. So we got to get ready. All I'm saying is, people, we are here to get a better understanding and know which direction we need to go. And if we're going to allow church or religion back into the schools, we need to also look at the other side of good, because the devil is working just as hard as God. I mean, that man is on point. And they have their own YouTube station. I mean, they really pumping. They're not playing. So we cannot think on 1 minute that they're going to accept something laying down. No, they're not. And they let you know they're not. So in the meantime, we need to understand what we need to do is find out ways to get better, give our kids what we need, and put up better structure that can help the judicial system, educational system, help the kids out now while they're younger. Bring in the help they need now. 5th grade, 4th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade. Help tutor them and mold them the right way now. I'm not saying because you might worship Satan, you're a bad person. No, I didn't say that. I'm not saying that. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that. What I am saying that I don't know too much good that come from Satan. That's what I'm saying. So I just want to let you understand that, we have to be aware. That's all. Better understanding, and we get better. So I just want to thank you guys for listening. Again, please follow us on the Facebook page, Humanity Unplugged Podcast. We have our own Facebook page. We want to start a group there. We want to have some different things going on. Please, guys, subscribe to us on all platforms. Again, I'm your host, Jermaine McCrimmon. We did this one under 30 minutes. We'll be back again to give you that work. And now we're going to start pushing out more information, more stuff with no videos. I'm going to be talking more, and hopefully my voice inspires you guys to get more aware all overall. Health, spiritual, mental, everything on the above, guys. I'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Be great.